Okay, aloha. Here we are in topic C, so we're moving from multiplication to division of tens and ones by one-digit numbers. Okay, and in grade 4, module 2, lesson 11, we're going to divide by using familiar strategies. So familiar means well-known, right? Like your family, well-known to you. Strategies are plans of action. So well-known strategies, well-known plans of actions for division. And our key question is, how can we use what we know about division to divide with larger numbers? So we're going to continue dividing like you maybe did in 3rd grade, but now we're going to move into larger numbers. All right, so we have some familiar division strategies. Let's look at a problem. 4 people equally share 64 gummy bears. How many gummy bears does each person get? Okay, so let's look at place value with our 64 gummy bears. So our problem is going to be 64 divided by 4. And you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like place value discs to make 60. And then we have 4 place value discs of 1s to make 4. So 64, and we're going to divide it to 4 people, right? Sorry for all the 4s. Okay, so let's give 10 gummy bears to this person, 10 gummy bears to this person, 10 gummy bears to this person, and 10 gummy bears to this person. Okay, just spread out by groups of 10. Since we have 64, we have enough to do 10, 20, 30, 40. Now we've gotten rid of 40 gummy bears. And you see what we have left here is 20 gummy bears. Now think about 20 divided by 4. That's a fact family, right? So that would be 5. So we can give 5 gummy bears to each person, right? At our little gummy bear party. All right. And then what do we have here? 4 left. So we can give 1 to each person. So we're just using our place value discs to divide up our gummy bears, and each person is now getting 10, 5, and 1. We're going to add those together, and that makes 16. And you see each person, right? So when we divide, you want to remember that we're talking about how many each person is going to get. So 64 divided by 4 is 16. Now, is that an efficient strategy? When you are doing larger numbers, is it going to be efficient to use place value? Maybe in the beginning, it's going to help you to understand it, but maybe as you move up, you're going to have to try some more efficient strategies. Okay, let's try another strategy. Let's try equal groups. So 4 times something is going to be equal to 64, and that's what we call our unknown factor. Remember, factors are numbers that are multiplied together, and our unknown factor is 64. Our unknown factor is something times 4 is 64, right? So we can take our 64 and we can spread it out to our people, right? So here's each of our people. We have 4 people, so let's give them each 10 gummy bears. Okay? Similar to our place value strategy. Give them each 10 gummy bears. So if we give them each 10 gummy bears, that's going to take away 40 gummy bears, leaving us with 24 gummy bears, right? So if I have 24 gummy bears left and I have 4 people, do you know that 24 divided by 4 is 6, right? That's another fact family. So we can just give each person 6, and then we see that each person gets 16, and our unknown factor is 16. 4 times 16 is 64, okay? Also, another way to divide. I haven't said it yet today, but it might be a good time to stop me, write down some notes, make sure you understand what we're talking about, because you will need to do these problems later, right? Okay, is this an efficient strategy? It may be, right? We definitely want to use what we know in our familiar strategies, but also think about using the most efficient strategy so we're not spending all day on one problem, okay? How about break apart? Okay, I'm going to take my 64 and I'm going to break it into 40 and 24. Now, why did I choose 40 here? Because I'm dividing by 4, right? And I know that 40 divided by 4 is going to be 10. Okay, so think about that. Think about 40 and 4 and 10. And then I'm just looking at what I have left, which is 24. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Put those two together and I got 16. Okay, another good place to pause me and write down some notes. Make sure you're understanding because I'm going a little fast, right? So, okay, now you are going to give it a try. There's two different ways that you see these problems in your practice book, and I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about them. 5 equal groups of how many is 90? Wow, is that a confusing way to talk? 5 equal groups of how many is 90? Well, it's the same question as how many groups of 5 are in 90, okay? Because with division, we could be talking about groups of 5, like 5 gummy bears in each group, or how many groups. It could be either one, but guess what? The answer's the same, okay? So 90 divided by 5 is what we're saying here. So I just want you to get a little practice with this question. 5 equal groups of how many is 90? Or how many groups of 5 are in 90? So let's give it a try. Pause me right here and try the problem. 90 divided by 5. Give it a try with break apart. You can see I already got it started for you. Okay, and we're back. So 90 divided, breaking apart, 50 and 40, because 50 and 40 makes 90. 5 plus 4 equals 9. And the reason that I chose to break it apart that way is because I'm dividing by 5, right? So 50 divided by 5 is equal to 10, right? And also 40 is in my 5 facts. Do you know that 40 divided by 5, 5 times 8 is 40? So then I see I broke it apart and my answer is 18. That's pretty cool. I like that. I think that really would have helped me a lot when I was in 4th grade because I struggled with this kind of thing. Okay, so is that what you did? Did you do it in a different way? Maybe you did. Did you get the same answer? Okay, let's try by place value. So 90, I have 90. So that's 9 of these, right? 9 place value blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's my 90. Now I need to break them into 5 groups. So I'm going to put my person 1 here. I could put all my people, but we really know that the answer is going to be the same for each person, right? So I'm going to give each person, 5 people, 10. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people. If you want to write down all 5 people, you can do that, right? And then what do I have left? I have 40 left. I could think about it as 20 and 20, right? Because 20 divided by 5 is 4. So that could be 4 and 4. Each person is getting 4 and 4, right? Because I'm dividing by 5. I'm giving them to all my 5 people. So then I have 18. Okay, another way to do it. Pause me and make sure you have that written down. Okay, very good. Now what we're thinking about today is what strategy was the most efficient for you? And why was that strategy the most efficient? Okay, does it help you to use place value? Like place value discs, you could use the actual discs or you could draw the discs. Does it help you to break apart and divide the pieces of the numbers? Maybe that's helpful for you, right? Does it help you to think about equal groups? Because when we are dividing, we are definitely putting them into equal groups. And that's the one where we have that unknown factor. Yeah? Just writing that here, if that helps you to think about equal groups. And place value discs. I think those are all the strategies that we talked about. Maybe you know some other strategies. That's awesome. Thanks for watching so much. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day. Aloha.